sir. This is Sergeant Schreier from 1st Squad of 2nd Platoon, Bravo Company, 520 Battalion of the 1st IVCT of the 101st Infantry Division. And I'm here to talk about my route plan, unclassified route plan, to be more specific, for our ambush against the infantry, the North Morbihan Infantry Squad. All right, so introduction, problem I'm going to be solving is creating a route plan that is best for this area of operations. And my general recommendation, which you'll see in a few seconds, is I'm going to use the south side, south half, and I'm going to stay away from trails, and especially being parallel to the trails, unless I'm being masked by my terrain. All right, let's get into it. So for my first leg, right, so we're first starting at our patrol base, right, from CK 385 639, right, we're going to be going approximately 750 meters for 156 degrees magnetic to our first checkpoint, right? So the big thing about this one is that we're going to use our terrain. There, you're going to use this kind of like this hill, this ridge line, as our linear navigation aid, and we're going to be using that as we go down. So our backstop, if we start to go down dramatically, or if we start to go up somewhere weird, we're definitely not doing the right thing, right? So we're just going to keep on using that. Our next one, we're going to be going to checkpoint 2, right, for our second leg. We're going to be doing 1,150 meters for 82 degrees magnetic, and through here we're just going down a spur, right? So it's going to be pretty obvious. It's going to be a very large spur. As I forgot to mention earlier, for both of these, for leg 1 and leg 2, we're going to be doing platoon column staggered, a staggered column, just because we have plenty of thick vegetation. We'll have enough control just because enemy is not likely here. So we're definitely not going to need to be in traveling Overwatch yet until we get to a later checkpoint. Right. So we're going to get to checkpoint 3 next, or checkpoint 2 next, and then from here, we're going to be hitting a set of rivers. We're going to be seeing an intersection. Past that is where we're going to do a little rally point. That'll be a great rally point in my perspective. Next, we're going to go for our third leg. We're going to go checkpoint 3. That's going to be 800 meters for 114 degrees magnetic. From here, we're going to be going up a hill, going downhill. I like this because it stems a little bit far away from this little trail here. There are buildings, so we want to stay away, right? It's very heavily trafficked, as it said in our intel. So we want to make sure that we're staying some distance and a lot of good cover and concealment, which we have through this mountain. And because of distance, we have that cover and concealment, right? All right, next, we're going to be hitting checkpoint 3, right? Right before we get to checkpoint 3 on leg 3 right here, we're going to be having a linear danger area. That's going to be one of our obstacles, which is definitely important to note. So for checkpoint 3, we're going to make sure we're going to probably have another rally point after our LEA. That'd be great. And then for our next leg to leg 4, going to checkpoint 4, it's going to be 550 meters for 77 degrees. For here, we're going to be doing the same thing as we did for the first leg. We're going to be using our terrain as a linear navigation aid, right? If you're going up this, it'll be noticeable. If you're going down this, it'll be noticeable, right? Good cover and concealment from the trails. Next, we got checkpoint 5, same kind of thing. We do have a linear danger area and a river, so there's some obstacles. After that, we're going to get to our checkpoint 5, which could be used as an AXP just because it's close to the road, and be a good rally point before we hit ORP. Because after this, for the rest, we're at checkpoint 6, 7, 8, and 9, and we're basically going to be going around the mountaintop, right? Perfect, just because we have that ability to have a bit of cover and concealment away from the trail, which is going to be highly trafficked according to intel, and we're going to be subtly getting to our ORP, which is perfect for our ambush, right? So that's awesome in my opinion, and it should be for you guys as well. And yeah, we're going to be using this as linear navigation, where it should be at the rate about the same terrain. So if we're going too far down or too far up, that's a problem. So yeah, so it'll be perfect for that. Okay, FAQs. Why is the AXP so far from the ORP? Well, we have a little bit of an issue with having our AXP on Route 44 where the squad is coming down, just because just came out of a little situation with an ambush on the south, so it's best to have it there. Also, we've already been there, so we already know what it's going to be like. Why are we avoiding central clear terrain area? Because it's not the best way to go, right? So there's more buildings, more traffic, more LDA. Purpose again, good route. What's your decision? Thank you.